peoples. Welcome. How goes it? I hope everybody's doing fine and dandy. Just trying to find all no, Discord. Hey Craggles! Hey Dylan! How you doing? I'm just sharing all my stream on a couple of Discords that I usually share. Namely Squiddy and City. That's where usual peeps hang out. Except I can't find aha, there it is. Couldn't find cities there for a minute. I had to go searching for it. Right, okay. Undivided attention. How is everybody doing anyway? Is the volume okay? I've been fiddling around with my sound settings again, but it doesn't look like it's attenuating the game sound when I talk, so I'll turn a little bit. I'm just trying to figure out ways to stop like it picking up so much background noise but still pick up my voice kind of thing. Not sure how successful I'm being. So I'm trying to remember where I was. So would helped out the vampire wifey, like the wifey that thought she was a vampire anyway, the crazy vampire wifey. Now we're helping out the real vampire wifey. Right. The game's a wee bit loud. Okay, I'll turn that down. Okay, I should have turned the game sound down. Oh, I forget how long the loading screens are in this. I should just like do it before I start streaming. Oh, that was loud. I can see the little sound sliders on the I guess it's not working. Because I've got the little thing ticked where it's like automatically reduce game sound. But I'm not too sure if it's actually working. I've unchecked it and checked it again just in case, because sometimes that works. Like turning it off and turning it back on again. Right, so I was back home. Well, as home as this is. I'll here play little tunes. Dee dee. Boop 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 boop. Anyway. Tee. Ah! Not much telling, not much. Same old, same old. Working. Watching shit on YouTube. Playing games. Same old boring shit I do all the time. So I've got 2 serums. I needed another fatigue, I think it was. Or did I make another one? Oh shit, doesn't matter. I'll make one anyway. Because he's healing, healing, healing. He's unknown, so I can't fix him. And I don't got the cure for migraines. Right, so let's go find Mortimer Goswick and Rakesh Chadana. Mortimer? Just imagine being a child and just like parents. Mortimer! Hey Mortimer, dinner's ready. Poor fella. Mortimer. Oh, he's in a little private side roomy thing, isn't he? Somewhere. Oh, that's a priest juice. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, she's a vile, vicious woman. There's like a little...
It's here again.
Oh, that's... that's out. That's a storeroom. I get lost in this bloody hospital. Ah, that's just been utterly blind. Right, let's talk to Mortimer Goswick.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Hello, Taloxac. Welcome.
No.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Mortimer Goswick. Right, I'll not make you
I have
talk.
to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick.
Oh, she is as well. Beatrice.
I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
I have checked on him, but he's like, you know...
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed.
Ah, is that not where he had like burns in his throat and stuff, wasn't it?
I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Oh.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say.
It's a little bit more than a sore throat. I think he's the one that's got internal burns and ulcers in his
Cover
throat.
any needed medical expenses.
I've got a
What do you think of your reception here?
I've got a medical report on him somewhere, which I'll
The arguments
crack out when I
reservations
finish talking to
about
her.
this hospital since we arrived.
Yeah, of course you
I
have.
had no other choice.
You should go talk to
State of emergency.
that owl biddy.
In particular?
It's always complaining.
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Oh, another clue.
Tell me more about your arrival.
Tell me! It's like, tell me now.
First impression.
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you? Oh, Pippa Hawkins.
She's charged
Tut tut.
for a bed.
Yes. and I
All the
think
nurses
without
in here.
question,
Oof.
Considering the urgency of the situation.
All up to some dodgy business.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Alright, doesn't need to be so tighty about it. Sheesh. Okay, she's not giving anything up.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Yes.
Doctor.
Right. What about Pembroke? Text in Braille. Oh, I need to find someone that can read Braille. Mr. Goswick's medical file. Seen by Mr. Ackroyd. Notes the patient shows many signs of extreme fatigue and major sores on the throat, mouth and tongue, but no sign of flu. Refuses to speak, claims it is too painful, needs rest and healing of throat mucous membrane before any decision can be made concerning his release. Okay. Major sores. Okie dokies. So, apparently he's got fatigue. Which we can cure. We can cure his fatigue.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah. And now he's got anemia. Gosh darn it. Okay.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
But you're a patient too, fella. And seem to be slightly nicer than
Why
another.
did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of.
Ooh.
She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Okie dokie.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in...
Hey, Deviation.
Stop me.
How's it going?
It's Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
I'd rather not. She's a bit... Well, you know, well, she's your mother, you know. I'm not going to ask you how painful your throat is. Oh, Because that just seems like a dumb question. Like, it's
Tell me
obviously
about
painful.
yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Okay, alright, okay.
I
There,
have to
there.
go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Doctor.
Right, let's get the... I think I can make the cure for anemia. So we'll cure his anemia anyway. That guy's still moaning on. And then we need to find Mr. Rakesh. Oh, and Aykroyd as well, actually. He might have some information about his patient. He might know a little bit more. Oh, we need to talk to Pippa Hawkins as well about that business with the paying for the beds. Gosh, there's a lot to do. Right, where's he? Oh, he's in that. Right, okay. Aykroyd?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Yes, you're always busy. Ha! Nice. Okay, he's got nothing to add
Thank
about
you for
the
your time. We'll talk later.
He's got nothing to add, so we'll just go cure this dude's anemia. Oh, I've just got bit of lemon tonic water at the, today. I totally bothered to go to the shop. I was at work this morning. I was just for 3 hours, but it was early. And then I kind of fell asleep when I got in from work, as I always do. I don't need to do that. I need to make the cure for anemia, go back down and give it to this guy, and maybe sleep overnight, and that will cure everybody that I've healed. And that should be able to bring the rating of this place back up again. So, anemia. Okay, I'm told to make that. Right, swoosh. I need to like pick up some more recipes because I still need to find the cure for like a migraine and a headache and shit. Oh. Hal Harriet Jones.
I cannot enter.
Will this shift never end?
Right, it's just like
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
right, so let's
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
oh, that sounds tasty, Craggles. Okay,
Do you
so
need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
you're not a burden, fella.
You're
Chillax.
not a burden, sir.
See,
Healing
exactly.
you is my responsibility.
See,
And you
ta-da.
have gratitude for that.
I've got a little bit of I've got a little bit of rum, but I haven't really got any mixer. I don't think rum and like a bit of lemon tonic is going to taste very tasty. But I do have, I think, a little bit of JD honey, so I just drink that. Because I can drink that straight. Or I can mix it with a little bit of water, just to make it a bit of a longer drink and more refreshing.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Don't waste your time with me.
Oh, bloody Eeyore. Bloody Eeyore over there. Right, I need to sleep. Or do that, but not sleep, whatever it is I do. To find my way out of here first. Did he? And he is nasty. Hey, I'll eat it. But I do like the apple bourbon as well, that is quite nice. Like, and there's a water jug and everything, I just don't understand why I can't. Following that. My game freezes. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. You have no idea. Today's just not being my day. Bloody loading screens. Oh, don't tell it's broke the game. I know it hasn't broke the game. It's right. Take responsibility for your actions. You will do so. I've even run out of coffee and was still too lazy to go to the shop today. It's been a long week. It's been a tiring week. I just can't be bothered to do anything this week. There's normally work 2 shifts at work, like 6 to 2:10. Me and another lad, me and the other lad swap like shifts on a weekly basis. But the warehouse generally only takes in deliveries from between 8 till 5, really, anyway. Like, outside those hours we do like other warehousey stuff. And but he's been on holiday, so I've just been working like the day shift, 8 till 5, to cover like the warehouse opening times, basically. So it's just been trying to like, because like usually the person obviously that's on the 6 till 2 shift takes most of the deliveries, and then like the person on the back shift will just clean up anything that that person couldn't get around to putting away, depending on how many deliveries would come in or that whatever, and then do other shit. They're trying to cram it all into an 8 till 5. I kind of drink just as I fancy it. Like, I think for the last couple of weeks, I think I might have had a couple of drinks on the stream last Saturday, and then I think I had a gin and tonic after work on Thursday, because I just felt like having one. And I can go like a couple of weeks without fancying a drink, and then I think, oh, I'll fancy it, and I might get a bottle of wine. Sometimes I only ever drink 2 glasses of it and then I end up falling asleep. Sometimes I might drink the whole bottle. Just depends, really. Probably like most people, to be fair. Yeah. Okay, so did everything? Yes. Oh, she's suffering from fatigue. Right, so we'll cure her. And then we'll find Rakesh. Have a few words with him. And then we'll nip up and find these inhabitants. So I get the impression once I start going off to find these guys, I'm going to run into bad guys. Is that inside or outside? Okay. Aha, there he is. Hello, good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Alrighty then.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir. But I rose to the challenge.
Well, I don't really want to give either of those options, but I suppose he would go with he can't impersonate a doctor, I guess.
Impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chadana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
Fair enough.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Oh, he's suffering from fatigue as well. Go on
Don't
then.
take too many risks with your health.
Cure him of fatigue.
None
Hello, Quacks.
immune to this disease.
And that is a good.
How the bloody hell are you?
Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Honey, buddy, you're welcome.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember?
Wow.
All my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Yeah. You're very lucky then, I guess. Because that's all it takes. Just, you know, just statistically, you're bound to come across a bad person every now and again. You know what I mean? It's like, unless your idea of good people is quite low or something, I don't know. Because that dude out there that's the head of the gangster mob, is he good people?
Please show me what you have.
Let's see what you've got to
Of
sell.
course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Oh, I'm sure they can. Right. Sell the ring and the bracelet. Oh, sell multiple. Okay. I didn't realise it didn't stop when it got to the top end and it just like kept going, so yeah. Ah, nice. It's nice to have ear cracks. Hang on, I'm not finished talking to you yet. You seem a bit dodgy. I just want to keep, no. I don't think I want to go in there just because I'm not supposed to be, I don't think.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife.
The same mass grave as your wife. Like, that's good times in this game. I'd say good news. Ah, hilarious. Well, I find it hilarious. So that was Mr. Rakesh. Let's go find these peoples. What weapons am I carrying? My trusty blade, a shotgun and my, yes. And what skills have I got active? I've got heal self, claws, shadow mist, oh yes, and the coagulation. And my super, boiling of blood. I haven't tried the boiling of blood yet. Whew, looking forward to it. Right. It's still raining. Surprised the place hasn't flooded yet. District state is serious. This is, oh yeah, we don't want to take on screaming. Wow! Mr. Wow! Expect him to have like a glam rock hairstyle and some jazzy pants. Oh. Nice. Oh shit, I better heal myself.
He's dead!
I forgot what the lock on was there for a minute as well. Common trigger part. Nothing else of interest around here. Oh. Dead inside. There's another sad, lonely building. Oh. There, building. It'll be alright. Eat the rat. Yes.
Is despicable.
It is, yes, but it gives you blood powers, man. Stop your whining and just eat the fucking rats. Sheesh.
I can't believe I'm...
Bork, bork. Hey, City. Chip. What is it? Dip, potato chip. I haven't. No, not yet, Kraggles. I missed it, and I need to see it. There was a live thingy of it on something that I watch, but I didn't watch it because probably work or something. It's usually work. Let's see if we can sneak up on this guy. Why is he just, he's only level 10. Now we'll bite him. Nom 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 nom.
I have this thirst for blood.
I heard that it was quite impressive. That's just the worst. Aye. Oh dear. Therefore, in Zombieland, zombies, it's vampires, whatever. Ow. Yeah. Good luck with that. Chee! I like that move. That's my best one so far. It's my favourite. Who doesn't like causing people to explode? Oh, there's Mr. Wow. Wow! Okay. Who else have we got kicking a boot around here? We've got this little rookie guy and some dude over there. Okay, let's just take him.
It's an H!
Not today, son. Ow! Fuck off! Stop calling me vermin! I have a name. I can't remember what it is right now, but it's not vermin! For that, I shall bite you. scumbags. You know, I'm not going around hurting anybody until I'm attacked. Just saying. You bring it all on yourselves. Swoosh. Alright, quacks. Nighty night. I've probably missed you, but night. Zombieland 2. I don't think I watched Zombieland 1. Played Zombieland 1. Obviously if I can't, what was it the series? I don't know, I can't remember. I know the name, but I can't remember what it is. I'm not like it's Vermina. Are you feeling better, City? Have you got over your man disease thing that you had? Oh. Oh, he's level 14 and he's resistant to stuff. Well, he's not resistant to that. Which is good. Which is good. Let's try locking onto somebody. Bite. I need the blood and the health and all the stuff. Oh shit. He killed me. I need to be careful around these guys actually. Oh, it's a film. Right, okay. I don't think I've seen it. Watched it, saw it, whatever. Having trouble wording today. Ah, food poisoning. Ew. But was it like manly food poisoning? Is it like twice as bad as normal food poisoning? Okay. So, I think what we'll do here, although they're resistant to bullets as well, so that's unfortunate. Very much so resistant to bullets, so we'll not go with the gun. Hey Squiddy! It's blood powers that I need to use on them, but I'm gonna have to stab one of them first with my spiky thing. Ow! Okay, that like hurt a lot. So we'll just make him explode. And then we'll back out of the way a little bit. You explode, yes, good for you. And then it just leaves the one. Right. Oh, I can hear rats. Oh, I could have sworn I heard rats. Yes, yes, knock knock. Ah, so this is like a little hidey hole. Oh, we'll make another serum because we just used one. Hey Jacob, how's it going? Oh no, I didn't use it. Alright, cool. Although, hang on a second. Let's, Let's make some blood ones as well. So how does that... Okay, so that's down for blood powers and up for health. Okay. Here, so the vampiric senses. Good, Jacob. Good. It's nice to see everybody's doing okay. And now the sun is shining. I had like a freak. It was about 6 minutes, maybe. 6-7 minutes. The sun was shining, and I started to get like a little dark, like a patch of dark cloud in the sky. But the rest of the sky was still like sunny, normal, cloudy kind of thing. A few clouds in the sky, blue sky. And then all of a sudden, just for 6 minutes, there was a torrential downpour. And then it stopped, and then it was sunny again. And it was just like, there was just this one black cloud of rain that was just travelling along. And an otherwise, just, you know, blue sky with, you know, the big fluffy clouds in, sunny and warm. And then just this one black bad lad, just saying fuck you to all the rest of the clouds. It was doing its own thing. We happy few. Again, see, those words are known to me, that they're words, but other than that, oh shit, son. Alright, I can get back up there, and then I can get across there. Right, so we've got an unknown over there, but I think I want to be down there after all, because I need... Find Clayton, okay. Are you Clayton?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby. Report.
He is.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me, since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Right, I missed all of that. What was it?
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I care about public health.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby.
You are
What do
indeed.
you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Maybe he changed his mind. Maybe it was a love letter, and that while he was walking there, all the terrible things that could happen because of his love letter kept running through his head because he was sad and depressed and shit and didn't think it was worth anything, and by the time he got there he just thought, no, I'm not going to do it, and ripped it up.
He has no
Just saying,
relatives?
it's possible.
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by.
Nethercott.
Darius would never
I
let
like
him.
that.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
That's somebody in the streets doing something. Oh, hang on, I'll shut the window.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone.
Booty call.
Informed of the risks.
I doubt it.
Bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
Oh.
So you risk your
See,
life to
you're a
read.
daring do, fellow.
I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Good for you.
That's
Good for
quite
you,
wonderful.
rallying behind the common person.
But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir.
At least he knows.
Have you any idea of the danger you face?
Most of the time, people would rather blissfully remain ignorant of the truth.
Than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
You do that. I just want to keep you safe because you seem like a, a reasonable fellow. I'm sure I got a hint just there, didn't I? Obviously not.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Very well, Mr. Darby. Right, who's the other fellow I need? There's some dude behind the church. And oh, hi there, priesty fellow.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologise, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I'm sure he is.
We have a few questions.
A sign? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Ah, it's up to you, I guess, Sid. Total War, Shadows of War. Oh, is that game you've been playing? Is that like a strategy game? Like Civ? Or more like... I can't remember what that other one was called. Crimson Summit? Red Summit? I don't know.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I...
Oh,
actually
I'm
about
sure you don't.
Crane you mentioned.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fibre.
Oh, I see. Okay. There, fella. Oh my days.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance.
She's a commie!
That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
Okay then.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No,
Turn-based city building and so on.
but I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I send him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Or he could get killed by a vampire. Or one of them skull creature things. Or any other number of...
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I only believe in facts.
But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition. I have had enough for tonight.
Yes. I haven't got time for you. I need to go behind the church, I think. Oh, he's suffering from fatigue. I need to just carry a shit ton of fatigue potions around with me at all times. Everyone seems to be suffering from fatigue. Ah, grab me some too, City. Wow! Okay, it's only level 10, but he's a dazzled skull, so he's going to be trouble. So we'll just... Ow. Ow! Die, scum. Right, so this guy's just along here. Find Richard.
Angel made flesh, I tell you.
Hi, crazy man. How goes it? Standing in the middle of the...
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really?
Oh.
Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Aha! Richard Nethercott, as it happens. I've been looking for you.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Okay.
Can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu.
Oh,
Yes,
spaghetti
I know.
carbonara.
At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Oh, more commies.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
I can't be bothered to get into a conversation about poetry with you, I'm sorry. Find the mailbox and the letter. Okie dokies. Nothing interesting kicking about around here. What's all this? Nope, right. Hey!
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know it
Hey, Moxie! Thanks, man. I will.
girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls.
How you diddling?
Truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? You don't seem to need my medical attention for now. Very well.
Alright then. See ya. Nice talking to you. It's been a hoot. Oh my good god, fella. Sounds like he's banging right outside my front door. My dearest, most beloved children, I saw... what? I thought he'd... what? Anyway. I'm sorry if you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war, but there is also a war going on here in England, a war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I'm writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now, to feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am as ever your loving father, Darius Petrescu.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now.
A small flower bouquet with a voucher for a free medical checkup hidden between the flowers. If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petrescu's house and present this coupon.
It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
I have no idea what's going on outside. It's... somebody's hammering something. Obviously. I don't really pay much attention to what my neighbours do. I'm not like one of them nosy neighbours that knows everything that's going on in the street. Someone's hammering something. Enough. He looks sluggish.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not...
Piss off!
What do you say? It's quite a lot to read in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson's son, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Alrighty then.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. I always look my opponent in the eye, knocking him out.
Good luck with that, mate.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more.
Yeah.
Sod off.
You know, you're a bit of an unpleasant chap, so see you later. Don't want to like have to rip your throat out because I got annoyed about you being rude. Right. So you on for tomorrow's
I can't believe
games then,
doing
City?
this.
Fucking moo! Hey, Tailed. I hear rats. Give me the tasty rat. Yum 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 yum.
This is despicable.
Yum yum yum. Don't run from me, little friends.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Right. You know, you're cleaning up the community as you go, rats spread disease and all that kind of jazz. You're doing a service. Loading. Loading. It's all very atmospheric music when it's loading as well. I just kind of get like lost off in a little trancey kind of thing. Is this like a hideout or anything? Or is it just a room? Oh, actually I think I've been in here before. I have the excessively long loading screen again. I don't think it's as bad on the way back out, but we'll see. Yep, excessively long loading times again. Just why, man? Oh, come on. Right, there we go. Sheesh. Seems the way in is up. He's had a cold and he's got pneumonia. I haven't got a cure for pneumonia on us. I don't even know if I know the cure for pneumonia.
Mr.
Knock, knock, knock.
Just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Let's have a man-to-man talk. Okay.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you...
Bang, 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 bang. Gosh darn it, fella! I can't really complain though. It's like, you know, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. Fun people do shit. Okay. An interesting, like, I'll steal all your money. Okay, that's where I came in. This little... Oh, got here. Of my many journeys, I believe I was the most amazed by my exploration of the Mediterranean Isles, and particularly the Isle of Santorini. Searching for traces of vampire presence in these sunburnt lands. Herodotus himself referred to the island in his 4th book, and I am personally convinced that there are many mysteries to be unveiled in this part of the world. Who knows that? Even today, the island of Santorini is still considered by some as the most vampire-infested place in the world. Way more than the Carpathians. Carpathians? I suppose it depends where you come from, I guess. Carpathians, I think. And that its inhabitants are considered the specialists of the vampire hunt, or the hunt for Vricalacus. Okay. Vricalacus. According to the local myths, the Vricalacus is a dead person who does not decay and who can show a vermilion complexion as long as he is gorged with fresh blood. He cannot enter a house without knocking and getting a response. Garlic makes him flee. He does not consume under the sun, but his skin blackens. He can change into wolf and other animals. What struck me the most is that the same name exists with small variations from Mediterranean Sea to the Balkans. The Greeks call him the Vricalacus. The Bulgarians and the Macedonians name him Varkalak or Varkalak. Okay. The Serbians call him Vukadlak. Yes, Vukadlak. A name so similar to the Volkod we already know, my dear brothers. Just to write the few words now gives me the shivers. I'm personally convinced that we are here confronted to some of proto-vampire. Maybe they are a missing link between the modern vampires and the creatures that came before them. If God allows me enough time, I wish one day to go back to the Santorini Island and find the trail of this antique and forgotten figure. From Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Toltree, Primate of St. Paul. Someone has written a tale, Dankula Erotica. Oh. I see. Have you read it out? Is there? Are you going to read it out? These are questions I need to know.
It's locked, all right.
Oh. Okay, how do I get in the dispensary? Do I go through that gate, or is it like a... Oh, door. Oh, all sick people kicking about here. She's upstairs.
Razvan, control yourself. Calm.
Somebody's thirsty. Oh.
Razvan, I need help.
Hi.
We have here, nurse.
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever.
I definitely think you should read it downstream sometime.
He's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
Uh-oh.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor.
How's he going to deal with the whole blood situation going
He's
on?
breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Oh, don't get confused by the bloodlust. You can do it. You can fight it.
Doctor, I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the
Come on, I can do this. I can do this.
source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
You can do this. You can do this. Come on, fella. I've got faith in you.
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Epinephrine? Epinephrine. I don't fucking know. I'm not a doctor either.
Now.
Yes, Doctor.
I'm just guessing here. Oh well. I guess I'm not a very good doctor. He died.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Well, I suppose that's why I just not been in surgery. Sorry fella, I tried, but I'm not a doctor.
Bedside manners. To what do I owe this courtesy? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us.
Indeed it was.
So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
Ah.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
I'm missing a hint. Damn it!
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor.
Woohoo!
Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Well, that ended well. Blackmail is over. I now have some new citizens available to kill. Because the district will soon suffer the consequences of your action. Oh. Okay. Meh. Fuck it. I can always play again and do different things. What? What's going on?
This one stinks already. Christ! He's dead!
And you're next. Told ya. I hear rats. Oh, there's a whole shit ton of them. Well, but you're in me way. You're in me way. Can I just get out the outside? Exploding all the people. Oh, it's crazy fucking wifey. What a snake oil wench.
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your life away.
I'm sure I will. Thanks. Bit of random advice just to give somebody there. It's serious, man. Well, let's just get out of here. And report back to Lady Ashbury. As she shall no longer be blackmailed.
Human blood.
Oh.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Indeed.
Kill it, boy!
Oh.
Cross the leech, boys!
No, not you. Happy days, son. Oh, that's fine. No, I don't want to shoot you. Fuck off. I want this guy here. Arrgh. Ow! That's one down. Ow. 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 Whew. Damn, son, they took some beating. Wowzers. That was tense. That was very tense. I'm not fighting the WoW guy. No way. Whew. But I've got like a lot of XP now, so that's pretty good. I'll probably get to level 12, I would imagine. Have no idea what the consequences of my deciding to do what I did will be, but I shall live with the consequences of my actions, as any noble and honourable person should. I shall also make a rollie. What's for dinner tonight? I'm not sure. I might go to the shop. If I go to the shop, I'll see what's in there. I do actually want some coffee. I'll need it for tomorrow. Because we're not doing our D&D stream on the morning, so I'm not DMing tomorrow. But I believe we're doing our Pathfinder stream like on the afternoon, so. Yay. Right, she was outside in this little tent thing somewhere. There she is. Oh shit. Oh, so you feed on the dead. So you do feed on the people in the thing. Ooh.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway,
Embarrassed? Oh, chili con carne sounds
inquiries
nice.
concerning your blackmailer.
I had Chinese last night and then some leftovers today.
Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you were full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Got myself in quite a bit of a tangle here, really. But hey ho.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
And no one suspected you of the murders.
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Your word.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood...
I get something different all the time. I do like the hot and sour soup though, I do quite like that.
Discreet.
Mix lot of hors d'oeuvres every now and again.
Fear.
But I like to try all sorts of different ones. Same when I get like an Indians. Depends where I'm getting it from as well.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to
Alright,
pieces by someone
calm down,
with a
lady.
skull.
What type of vampire is a skull?
2-5 icy
Vampire.
charming.
The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild.
I'm hungry now,
to their
thanks
basic
guys.
instinct.
Thanks guys.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
Okay.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Red beans and rice. No, I
I
haven't.
thought you
Black
were
beans,
gentleman.
yes.
If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Okie dokie then.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
I have got some porridge in the cupboard as well. I quite like porridge. It's nice and warm and filling, and just fill it with loads of golden syrup. Beautiful.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
So you see.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Oh, the big bad. There's always a big bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard...
Just like how Ren's 29 plus 1. Yeah.
Heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
Dun dun dun!
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Good lass.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she...
Oh, I thought it was yesterday. Oh no, it wasn't. It was like last night because of the time difference before I went to sleep. I seen her say that it was like her birthday as of now or something. It's supposed to be midnight, so I wish her happy birthday then.
But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
I miss her
Do
for
you
that.
know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Okay.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than...
Into eugenics. Yeah, so it seems.
God of
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seems they have been recruiting.
Well, yeah, because there's a big bad vampire running around killing people. What do you expect? Am I a vampire? That's a stupid question. Oh God.
Is that what I am?
Hasn't figured it out yet.
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
A branch of the immortal tree. Okay.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity?
Super toasted cheese.
Feels like the voice of...
Penny Dreadful was like a comic
Tell no one this.
book, pulp fiction-y kind of horror series around this time in England. That was when they were a penny, and they were just like little short horror comics and stories and shit, and they were called Penny Dreadfuls. I believe is what they were.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but Are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
Right, but I missed what you said about because I got distracted by the Penny Dreadfuls.
Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals.
Okay, right. No more about the voices in my head. So just normal life then. Don't tell people about the voices in my head. Got ya.
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me.
Okay, Craggle, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your film.
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
Okay, okay then.
I bid you farewell. For now. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Yes, analyzing of blood. Aha, I have another serum. Light stamina serum. Nice. I don't have the ingredients for it. But I'm crafting another couple of health serums. And a couple of fatigue. That's cold, bronchitis. So one has pneumonia. I think someone had a cold as well, actually.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Ah. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Right. That's 1300. Yeah, I do like that one. The Shadow Mist is pretty cool, actually. I think I'm going to increase my health and also my stamina. Increase the damage inflicted when using bite in combat, or increase life regeneration when using bite in combat. Or increase your blood absorption. Yeah, let's go with blood absorption. Let's go for maximum blood powers. Okay. I think I'll stick with that. Nope, I haven't munched anybody yet. Ooh. As of late, the rumours that surround Whitechapel are ripening into facts. In the last 3 months, the police have suspected the district of hosting what might be the heart of London's medicinal black market. But of course, these suspicions will remain assumptions, for no task force or additional police presence has been sent to Whitechapel. No large drug stocks have been found, nor no crime lords arrested. This masquerade has only been planned as a desperate attempt to conceal the blatant incompetence of the London City Council's Board of Health, by giving the populace a cheap and easy victory while the epidemic spreads more and more each day. Worst of all, when you take time to review the most recent statistics, you discover that the district of Whitechapel is coping with the disease much better than other parts of the city. Is it a miracle? Evidence of the activity of an illegal but efficient medical underground? More proof of the authorities' criminal incompetence? All I know is this: if a Londoner has a better chance to survive the epidemic by choosing to live in this god-forsaken borough, I am ready to move to any cheap, flea-infested flat that some shady landlord will agree to rent me right now. Okay? And everybody has things wrong with them. We've got all the fatigue. Everyone's fucking tired. He's got neuralgia. Shitson. Anemia, I've got that somewhere. She's got a cold, yes, I've got one of them. He's unknown. Bronchitis, cold. Whew. There's bad shit going on in this place, man. So she's still got fatigue, and I still need a cure for migraines. Okay, but this district's not doing too bad. This one's pretty bad. I haven't been there yet. Okie dokies. Learn more about the vampire epidemic. My recent trip to Whitechapel proved to me how desperate the situation is for Londoners and how they must all cope with this threat the best way they can. Causes and effects seem irredeemably intertwined. Dorothy Crane chose to steal and blackmail to gather enough money to illegally heal the poor, but I also saw her desperately try to save a dying patient in her rudimentary dispensary. In the end, we both failed saving the poor man, but I am now convinced the Spanish flu must be linked to the vampire epidemic. For my analysis of Razvan's blood revealed the same highly unstable blood I have already observed on William Bishop. I should report all these events to Dr. Swansea and ask for his medical and vampire expertise. Indeed. What else has gone on? So we've completed all the little quest lines in here. There's none there. We've still got to retrieve Samuel and find someone who can read Braille. And I haven't been there yet. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Right. Let's go talk to Dr. Swansea. It's only come out this year. And now about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe. Nope. Oh yeah, Dr. Swansea was a big one in the middle, wasn't he? Yeah. Hello, good fellow. Anything interesting here for me to read since I was last in here? No? Nothing? Boring.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Ooh, professional opinion.
But I have something
I'll have to go make a cup of tea in a moment.
This strain of flu. It's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
There's only one. As far as I'm aware, there's only one of these games. There was another game called Vampire the Masquerade, but I think that was a different game altogether.
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Oh no, I'm going down the road of East Me Buddy in this one,
Yes.
so...
Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
Smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading
Super
and
smashing
quickly.
break.
If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I may turn London into my realm. No, we're not doing that playthrough yet. It's true I have thought about it, but I'm not entirely sure. It's a good idea.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you.
Oh yes, okay.
I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Well, I've kind of come to terms with it since it was me that killed her, but you know, we'll not talk about that. Nothing to see here. Okay, well... Yeah, I want to go to the cemetery. Let's go attend my sister's funeral then. Before I do that, I'm going to make a cup of tea. Take a short 2-3 minute break. I'll be here and you can just listen to people grumble as they walk about the place. Back in a moment.
Don't worry, sir. Everything's going to be fine. I'm just going to go in.
See you again.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
going to reveal all your secrets to
I
me.
wonder why the Gospics came here in the first place.
My blood and soul. They belong to you now.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital.
Here, discussed on every street corner. A daily routine. Damn. The pain.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays.
Here, discussed on every street corner. A daily routine.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, sorry, I just want to have a little tea break. Sorry, Jacob. And yes, correct this. Now I am at home. Yes. Oh shit, son. Right. Have a cup of tea. I remember I still had some crispy shredded beef left over from yesterday, so I'll try some of that as well.
But the suffering continues.
Right. Did some people have diseases in here? Yes. Fatigue and something I can't cure. I think I've got a cure for fatigue on us. I can't remember how to get to these people again.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
That's red hot. I'll burn my mouth off on that. Burn it off. Medical. Yes, she does. She's
You're the only
also.
one who's asked me this. No, I don't feel well, actually.
Oh dear. Alright, so let's give her some medicine, which is a bit of a pompous flu.
I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Ew. Me. Get bent.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswin.
Right, so that's another one in here cured. I just need to cure that guy with migraine, and I can't just yet. Because I don't know how. And now I need to go to my sister's funeral.
My murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
I mean, yeah, you did kill your sister, but at the same time, it technically wasn't really your fault. No. You weren't expecting to wake up in a bloodlust. In a pile of dead bodies. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you planned that shit. Okay. Is it across the bridge? Oh, it's down here. Oh no, it's another serious man. Shiny. I like this mode of transport. Just swooshing about town. Swoosh, swoosh. Oh. Die, foul scum. Ah, there's probably going to be some big bad in here that's like 10 levels higher than us or something, and it'll take us like the rest of the stream to kill it. Like, but surely proving who you are should be a reasonably easy task. Or is this something you're trying to do like online? Where you can't just go in and like show them your passport or something? Or your driving license or any other form of ID you might happen to possess.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Discreetly attend the funeral, okay. I'm gonna go save the web one first.
Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help!
I'm coming. Hiya!
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Shaoshun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Carnage. His father... This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Okay, but not yet, because you've got a funeral to
It's
attend.
locked.
Discreetly. A discreet funeral. It's hard to do something discreetly when there's like loads of things in your way. Ow! What the fuck do you think you are? Ow! Oh shit, son, those guys are vicious. Right, don't get stuck against walls. Oh dear. The hoops are always there for like the stupidest of things as well. Right. Oops. Spawned me facing the wrong way. Like, how come all these Skull haven't, like, attacked all the people at the Sewell that did that woman, I suppose, in all fairness. Ah, I saw me. Yes. Oh, rat. Yes.
I have this thirst for blood.
This is a very long and windy cemetery.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I will just watch it from up here, up in the rafters.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Oh, there's my poor old mum.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Ah, my poor old mum. Of course, I'm going to drop down and say a few words because I can't resist.
What have I done?
is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do.
Oh, bloody hell, she just turns up everywhere.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
It's easier for you to see.
I'm learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive. But my sister, she shouldn't have suffered because of my weakness.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
I want to say I'm not a religious man, because I'm not, but I'll follow, not the praying bit, but the, you know, learning to live with that malarkey.
I'm not a religious man. You should know that.
This is not about you forgiving yourself. This is for her. This is you telling Mary how sorry you are.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Oh. Maybe I do. Why is the widow in distress thing still there? Like, I'm sure I did it. Did I not? Or is the game glitched because it froze? Oh, it's a nice little hidey hole. We'll just avoid all the dangerous peoples for now.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make your
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
Who the hell is that? Oh damn.
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will.
Hey Tevin.
Vampire law. Learn.
Holy shit, he's a big mofo. Alright mate, alright, whatever you say. Yep.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Yeah, you just hold your anger in check. Big guy, yeah, we don't really want to tackle with him just yet, cause
I shall fear no evil.
ow. Ow.
This knight,
Whew.
with his face, his crucifix. This is not good news.
Yeah, his crucifix was nasty, man. Ow! Stop with the guns. Like, seriously. Yeah? Eat this. Oh, you're resistant to guns. Okay then. I'll just stab you. Yeah, just here I am, just trying to fucking dude on his way to church to ask forgiveness for his sister, and just people just beating on him all the time. It's not very respectful, you know? Just saying. Quarantine, influenza, keep out of this area. Well, it's not like I can catch flu now. And if I do, it's not like I'm going to die from it.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry.
I seek absolution, Father.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chaplain. For I can be as silent as stone.
Alright, let's do this. Let's do this.
Words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage. yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
Well, pretty shit, to be fair.
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Just like that. Ta-da!
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better?
Like I said, it's not complete, but it's not on my map. Ah, the game probably glitched out. Gosh darn it.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Oh no, wait, hang on actually.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I'll never know what goes on in that place. But as long as people are getting better, I'll stop investigating her.
Sweet!
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
I need to talk to more people around here to get more hints about folk and whatnot. Oh man, why? Just I'm minding my own goddamn fucking business and you twats keep shooting at me. I'm getting a little bit sick of it. Well, you know what you're not gonna like? This. I don't even mind my own bloody business.
It's one of them.
Oops. Right. We've got a couple of skull down the bottom, or a couple of them pre-one guys up top. But fortunately, I don't need to go that way. Oh shit, son, there's more of them. His mate didn't hear a thing. Almost as bad as the guards in Assassin's Creed. Oh, not the fucking... Oh wait! I took all my stamina. You shall die. Oh, the guys are getting tougher and tougher. I can't remember what level that skull was. I at 18. That's the reason I'm avoiding him for now. It's like, nope! All kinds of... BBC One has a thing on fairies. Ah. Uh-oh, scary floaty man. With horns on head. Hi! Scary floaty man.
Be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
Then why did you toss us to one side and forget about us? Huh?
You're doing.
Hmm? Explain yourself. Creepy floaty man.
Creature. What are you?
It's a creepy floaty man. It's obvious. He's right there in front of you.
You are our champion.
Champion? What?
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Hey! He's a poet.
I bring understanding.
Oh?
What is it you seek? This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged. This has something to do with the epidemic. Seek truth, my champion.
Yeah, my names are super original, but highly descriptive.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity.
Or he's just projecting himself to you. There you go, see? Ta-da!
Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Maybe he can. Swoosh! Swoosh, motherfuckers! Let's get some bullets because I've used some. Hey Bones. Got my very own Bones. I'm going to talk to Mr. Swansea. And oh, we'll see what he has to say about himself, and then I might just do some. Oh.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Oh.
Leave him, Jonathan.
In all offense, compared to the guy that's just threatened us, like, the really tall big dude that was like about 1.5 feet taller than us, and then there was the floaty dude made of blood, you're like nothing compared to that. Nothing. You're just like an angry man. Psh. Unless you're going to grow some blood horns or 3 foot taller, then you just...
Bad news indeed.
You've got nothing, mate.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
And no one will notice a few more bodies.
Cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned the dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
Ah, not the grumpy old biddy.
Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Oh.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
He's right, they're not far wrong.
Do you really believe they would come for us here? In such a public venue?
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this. If you don't mind, I have a few questions.
I'd be delighted to help you if I'm able.
I recently tried to enter a church. It has been a very unpleasant experience.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and vampirism has proved somewhat insubstantial, to say the least.
It's hard to explain in terms of science, that's for sure.
I'm sure Lady Ashbury will have far greater insight into this matter than little old me.
Is this proof that I'm cursed in the eyes of the divine?
The wrath of the Almighty? There's no way of knowing. It could be subconscious guilt, or irrational fear, or deep-seated beliefs.
Hmm.
I just recently met the strangest creature in Whitechapel. He was immense. He mocked me and accused me of hypocrisy.
Perhaps it was a skull. London's streets are overflowing.
This was no skull. He was really menacing.
But what kind of creature? He was large and very fast.
If you find anything more about this creature, the Brotherhood would greatly appreciate any information you could spare.
He was observing me with the obvious intent to do me harm. His very presence evoked a palpable sense of menace.
You need to be careful, Jonathan. You've no idea what this creature really is.
It looked like a vampire werewolf hybrid, really, like that thingy from Underworld.
What exactly happened here while I was absent?
Hampton turned, quite violently as it happened. Lurking about, attacked Miss Jones. To say he created quite a commotion would be an understatement.
Are you sure it was Hampton who killed Miss Jones?
There was blood everywhere, but no body. And you know the state she was in. I fear for what he did with her. Hopefully he just hid the corpse.
How did the guard of Prewin come to hear of this?
McCullum has spies everywhere. He will jump at any opportunity to disparage the Brotherhood and show his contempt.
Hmm.
Who was that man in your office?
Geoffrey McCullum.
Geoffrey McCullum.
The guard of Prewin. I suspect he's the man behind the rebirth of this old and dusty society.
You didn't speak. You're in an old and dusty society as well, mate.
They know I'm here now, don't they?
Uh-oh.
I can guarantee one thing. The guard of Prewin would never dare to attack the hospital while I'm in charge here.
Okay, so I just put someone else in charge.
What do they hope to achieve?
Their ultimate goal is the eradication of all vampires in the country. They see you as a threat to mankind, Jonathan.
Well, he might not be wrong.
Thank you, Edgar.
Right. Shit's gone down, man.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Yay! Right. Now, do I want... I do quite like the shadow mist thing. Five seconds control. Oh. She can suck them dry at the same time. What does the shadow misty thing do? So that goes from 250 to 300. I think I'm going to go with that one actually. And then I'll go with the the vampiric form of it. Possibly. That goes to 5. Like 10 seconds is a long time to control somebody though as well. We'll see as we go. Oh, somebody's got meningitis. I still need to find a cure for a migraine. Oh. Right, so we've got cold, anemia, fatigue, 2 fatigue, 3 fatigue, a sepsis, a bronchitis, 2 colds, pneumonia. Right, let's go cure up that place a little bit and make it a bit more stable. So we'll want another 2 fatigues, an anemia, a sepsis, two colds. Right, I need more potassium permanganate. Convince Shaoshun to go back to Whitechapel. Okay.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Ah, you're always busy.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts.
So you don't think the blame is ours?
We all hold fast here, Dr. Reed. Our methods may differ, but we are all trying to make a difference.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
I'm sure it was not your fault, Dr. Reed.
My fault? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just... I heard it was you who brought the murderer inside our walls. But you couldn't know, could you?
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Yeah, I knew he was a murderer. Some dude, you know, got hurt. Seemed priest-like.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Please, tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital.
I heard Miss Jones call for help from her bedroom. There were some loud noises, like people fighting. All of a sudden, it went quiet. And then a nurse started screaming.
Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think it was Nurse Hawkins.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
What a sweet girl.
Well, alrighty then. I don't want to go in there anyway. Fuck yeah. Where was that old biddy's room?
I will not let you down. This shift never end.
What on earth happened here?
Carnage, it seems. Can I like investigate any of it? Can I not investigate the blood, maybe? Whereas I can follow the blood trail. Nope, it just ends. I need to convince this woman to go back to Whitechapel. Oh yeah, she was in the cemetery. Oh, this is where that big dude was. I hope he's not like back again. I need to keep an eye out for people to give cures to. Ow. I shall have some of your tasty blood. Oh yes. Nice. Hi. Oh. Wow! Right, we need to find the woman and convince her. Oh, hiya. Die, bitch. Oh wait, was that a little jumpy spot I could go to? It was. Holy symbols. Oh, if you ever face a vampire, never forget that they feel holy symbols, as long as you have the faith. A cross, a Star of David, an olive branch even, can prove useful to repel these creatures from the pit, but you will not harm them for good. If you really want to hurt them, only one solution exists. Forget about wooden stakes or silver bullets, and find yourself the strongest weapon against vampires. I never know how to pronounce that word. Is it orichalcum or orichalcum? I don't know, whatever. Do you think it's a coincidence that word I can't pronounce was common in Atlantis according to the legend and ancient writings? Atlantis was infested with vampires and the place is now known as the Santorini Island. Oh, okay. I'll personally pay £10,000 to the man who could provide me some real word I can't pronounce. Clarence Crossley. For more information, please contact me directly. Okay, City. Right, so a little bit more tasty information. But I need to find... Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. There she is. Hello, lady. Can you go back to Whitechapel, please, so I can complete my quest?
My name is Xiao Shun.
this is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
What? No.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of
I know, lady.
But for me, it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart.
It's tearing apart, Lisa.
Not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly.
That's what happens with these kinds of things. It's just...
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
Yeah, exactly. It's not your fault.
I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of...
That's what I've wondered as well, in all fairness.
As harsh as this sounds,
especially with all the conventions they go to.
This awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye.
Because I went to Comic-Con and I had on like a skirt. It was like mid-thigh. And like a shirt, but like a rolled up at the elbows. And just like a plain white cotton shirt. And me purple wig. And like I was sweating. I did have long knee-length socks on as well, actually, but still, that's not like, you know, yeah, it was bad.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family whom you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them. But not now.
There was this one dude in an amazing Batman costume and loads of people wanted photos taken with him, and then like halfway through getting the photos taken he just put his hand up and he was like, hang on a minute guys, I need to, and he just pulled his head off and his face was beetroot and dripping and that, and I was just like, oh my days, like you really need to get out of here before you pass out. He says, he says, I need a break, I'm sorry. But like, you know, everybody could see the state of his face, you know what I mean? And everybody was just like, yeah, fair dues, dude, you know. We'll catch up with you later. I thought, poor fucker.
Sadness can be a terrible trap. It can entangle you and weaken your heart if you let it control your thoughts.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
I'm a helpful soul guy, you know.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician.
The best in the country. That's what did in the June suits, wasn't it?
I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Yes, wise lady. You're a wise lady.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
No worries, pet. No worries at all.
Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. But first...
How do you feel? Physically speaking, honey.
I'm as well as can be expected, Doctor.
Yep. Okay, look,
Have you
let's see if she...
news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
This part of town is very fragile.
While you suit with a grudge scent. Oh my days.
Goodbye.
Okay. Yay! Investigation succeeded. Woohoo! How do I like more? I need some people to give medications to.
As I feared, Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Ow. Hello, Samuel. 12th October. Father Whitaker is so righteous, so full of compassion and love for the suffering ones. His words are all the city needs. Tonight I gave him all I have, my strength, my faith, my wealth, and if it is not enough, I know where to find more. 17th October. Father Whitaker and I went to an abandoned house near St Mary's Church. It was an awful and smelly place. Rats were disputing the rooms. Rats were disputing the rooms to the last remaining residents of the decrepit flats. Most of them are sick, awful, awful odours. On the last floor, Father Whitaker found an old man lying on a dirty mattress, coughing and spitting blood in a wooden bowl. Father Whitaker knelt before him and prayed a long time. The man seemed to feel better. Then we both helped him find the light. I cried then, and I cry now as I write these lines, for I've never seen a soul so relieved to be finally redeemed. Father Whitaker is a saint. If it's not presumptuous nor a sinful expression of pride, I wish I'll be able to save as many souls as he does, for it's a real privilege to witness such miracles. 19th October. Tonight we both went to the whorehouses boarding the canal. I must admit I was very afraid to cross the path of Jezebels, but the buildings were abandoned for a long time. Whores and infections go together, explained Father Whitaker, but their customers quickly get scared when there is mention of disease. In the last brothel we found 2 sick women sleeping together in a sinful attitude under dirty blankets. The odour was awful once more. The smell of Satan and of the disease, explained Father Whitaker, before kneeling and praying for these 2 lost souls. The women were so frail and sick they were not able to move when I threw the petrol on the blankets. Their souls are now cleansed and purified. 21st of October. Father Whitaker is a saint. I won't let anyone mock the holy man he is. He shall receive more help and support, but as all the true prophets, he is alone. He needs more from his followers. He needs love and proof of love. Tomorrow I shall go back to the cemetery and unearth more wealth for him. The dead have no need of the terrestrial goods, but we need to eat, Father Whitaker and I. 27th October. Tonight, for the first time, it was my turn to lead the round. I chose to return where we went 10 days ago to see if any more souls needed to be freed. Father Whitaker approved my choice, since a good man's work is never finished, and Satan never sleeps, he explained. He also said if I keep showing so much zeal, he may soon give me more important missions and tasks. I can't wait. 3 more souls have been cleansed from any corruption tonight. If it's not presumptuous nor a sinful expression of pride, I dare to say we are one a path to greatest. Alrighty then. Yep.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh, shush. That sounds unpleasant. Well, that's only level 12. What's in here? Something for me to kill. Sweet. And loot for me to take. I need a lot of that. I can't remember what it's called now. Potassium something or the other, I think it was. Oh, hideout. Nice. Ah, hey Lexi! Sorry, I was reading and then not paying attention. I do apologise. Ooh, what will I discover? Ah, more serums. I want treatments. I want neuralgia, migraine and headache. Gosh darn it! Oh, can I upgrade any of my weapons? Let's have a look. I can go level 3 or I can increase damage dealt by 10% or absorb blood points when the weapon hits. Takes aluminium shard and aluminium powder. But I'm assuming I can go to level 3 as well. Well, it says that or that, but it won't let us do that, so why? Huh. Okay, I haven't got enough to go to level 4 yet. What about... Yes, and increase damage dealt or decrease the reloading time. I'll go for reload time. Right, so that's my weapons. made better. Nice. Now I need to find Sean Hampton. There's no taking off my head, thank you very much. I like my head where it is, and where it is where it shall stay. You think you are running around trying to take people's heads, it's just uncivilized. People have no brought-upsy whatsoever. Ah, does it flare up in weather, does it? That sucks. Although I suppose really Florida's probably one of the better places to be for although somewhere dry and warm would probably be better.
Are you deaf?
What do you mean am I deaf? No. What a random question to ask somebody. Hey, are you deaf? Well, no. Would it make a difference if I was? If I said yes, would you not hear us? A lot of bad guys around here. But they're all better. That's just there. I don't want to be that way though. I need to be. Oh, actually, hang on. Put an end to Sean Hampton's savagery. Well, for now, I just want to go back to the hospital. Which is just around the corner. I still didn't find anybody to give me potions to. My ulti-fans spawn up here, yes. Right, let's run to my little hidey hole. Yeah. My room. No, not that way. I always get lost in this fucking hospital. Made some good story progress today. Leveled up a couple of levels. Leveled up my weapons and shit. Ta-da! Right, folks, so thanks very much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure as usual. And I'll see you all over on this stream shortly. Once I've sorted out some food or something, maybe. Bye-bye. Hugs all.